Did you know that a single high-quality lithium battery can actually outlast 10 traditional lead-acid batteries, saving you thousands of dollars and hundreds of pounds in weight over its lifetime? It's true. Transitioning to solar power is one of the smartest moves you can make, but your system is only as strong as the battery storing that energy. Today, we are diving deep into the absolute best batteries for solar panels in 2026 to help you figure out exactly which one deserves a spot in your rig. We'll be comparing everything from compact budget kings to massive high-tech powerhouses that can run your entire lifestyle off-grid. Whether you're a weekend warrior in a camper or building a permanent solar homestead, I've got you covered. All the links are in the description, so make sure to check those out for the latest pricing. What's the biggest power struggle you've faced while camping? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. On number 6. Starting our list at number 6, we have the MARSENERGY 12-volt 100 ampere hour LiFePO4 battery, which is essentially the ultimate stealth upgrade for anyone still lugging around heavy lead-acid blocks. This battery is built into a BCI Group 24 size, which is a fancy way of saying it's a perfect drop-in replacement for your standard battery box. But here's the kicker. It weighs only 21 pounds. Imagine cutting 40 or 50 pounds off your tongue weight or boat instantly. That's a massive win for fuel economy and your back. Under the hood, it's packed with grade A lithium iron phosphate cells and a 100 ampere smart BMS that handles 4,500 to 15,000 deep cycles. When you compare this to something like the WOXABHSL we'll talk about later, the MARSENERGY is much more portable and budget-friendly, though it lacks the high wattage output of the larger 200 ampere hour or 300 ampere hour models. It's very similar to the LiTime 12-volt 100 ampere hour in terms of raw performance and rugged IP65 housing, but often comes in at a lower price point, making it a value king for DIYers. In real-world use, it's incredibly reliable for trolling motors or basic RV electronics because it doesn't suffer from the voltage sag that makes lead-acid batteries die early under load. The main trade-off here is the lack of Bluetooth monitoring, so you'll need an external meter to see your exact charge level. Are you the type of person who needs an app for everything, or do you prefer the simple set it and forget it approach? Let me know. This battery is a fantastic investment for outdoor enthusiasts who want durability without paying a premium for a brand name. All the links are in the description. On number 5. Stepping up to number 5, the WOXABHSL 12 volts 200 ampere hours plus is where we start getting into serious power station territory. This isn't just a battery. It's a high-capacity energy vault designed for people who don't want to compromise on their appliances while living off-grid. While the MARSENERGY we just looked at is great for lights and small fans, this WOXABHSL features a massive 200 ampere BMS that can dump 2,560 watts of continuous power. That means you can actually run a microwave, a coffee maker, or even a small AC unit without the battery breaking a sweat. It's a beast compared to the 100 ampere hour units, offering double the capacity and double the discharge rate in a single housing. When you stack it up against the GOLDENMATE Bluetooth model coming up next, you're trading the fancy smartphone app for raw, unadulterated power and safety certifications like FCC and UL. It's built to last over a decade with a 4,000 plus cycle rating. And because it uses grade A cells, the voltage stays rock solid even when you're down to your last 10% of juice. At 48 pounds, it's heavier than the 100 ampere hour options, but still way lighter than the equivalent lead acid capacity. It's a perfect middle ground for full-time travelers who need more than a basic setup, but aren't ready to jump to the massive 300 ampere hour units. Just keep in mind that like most lithium batteries, it won't charge in freezing weather without a heater, so winter campers take note. Would you rather have one big 200 ampere hour battery like this, or two smaller 100 ampere hour ones linked together? Tell me your preference in the comments. On number 4. Coming in at number 4 is the GOLDENMATE 12 volts 100 ampere hours Group 24 Bluetooth battery. And this is for the tech lovers who want total transparency. If the previous batteries left you guessing about your power levels, the GOLDENMATE solves that by giving you 2 ways to monitor your energy: a built-in LCD screen on the top and Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity for your phone. It's a Group 24 size, just like our number 6 pick, but it's packed with way more intelligence. Compared to the Rvpozwer coming up next, the GOLDENMATE is slightly more refined for marine use because it carries an IP67 waterproof rating, meaning it can handle splashes and rain like a pro. The 100 ampere BMS is smart enough to include low temperature charging protection, which is a lifesaver because it prevents you from accidentally ruining your cells if you try to charge them in the snow. It's rated for a staggering 5,000 to 15,000 cycles, which is just insane longevity for such a compact unit. In my testing, the Bluetooth app is snappy and gives you deep insights into cell balance and temperature that budget batteries just can't offer. While it doesn't have the raw 200 ampere output of the WOXABHSL, its ability to tell you exactly how much time you have left before the lights go out is worth its weight in gold. It's the perfect companion for kayakers with trolling motors or RVers who want a high-tech, manageable power source. Do you think every battery should have a built-in screen, or is it just an extra thing that could break? I'd love to hear your take. All the links are in the description. On number 3. At number 3, the Rvpozwer 12 volt 100 ampere hour LiFePO4 battery takes the standard 100 ampere hour formula and cranks it up a notch with a 120 ampere BMS. Most batteries in this size class stop at 100 amps, but that extra 20 amps of headroom means you can push your appliances just a little bit further without the safety circuits tripping. This battery uses automotive-grade A+ cells, which is why they confidently rate it for up to 15,000 cycles. That is potentially 15 years of daily use. When you compare it to the MARSENERGY at number 6, the Rvpozwer is slightly larger, Group 31 footprint, but it offers a much more robust build with an IP67 waterproof rating. It's a total workhorse for people who don't care about Bluetooth apps or LCD screens and just want the most reliable cost per cycle value on the market. It's incredibly lightweight at 23 pounds, making it easy to install in tight spots where every inch and ounce matters. Compared to the eco-worthy 300 ampere hours we're about to see, this is a much more specialized tool for smaller systems. But because it supports 4 S4P configurations, you can eventually grow this into a massive 48-volt bank if your needs change. It's rugged, weather-sealed, and thrives in harsh environments from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. If you're building a system for a boat or an off-road trailer that's going to see some vibration and moisture, this is a top-tier contender. How many years do you expect your batteries to last? If you're looking for a decade-plus solution, this might be the one. Don't forget, all the links are in the description. On number 2, we are hitting the heavy hitters now. At number 2 is the eco-worthy 12 volt 300 ampere hour Bluetooth battery. And this thing is an absolute monster. We're talking about 3,840 watt hours of energy, enough to replace 3 standard 100 ampere hour batteries in one single organized package. This is the battery you buy when you want to run your air conditioner, induction cooktop, and hairdryer without ever worrying about a low battery alarm. It features a 200 ampere smart BMS, matching the power output of the WOXABHSL, but with 50% more storage capacity. What sets the eco-worthy apart from the budget 300 ampere hour options is the dual layer monitoring. You get a top-mounted SoC LED display for quick checks and a dedicated Bluetooth app for the nitty-gritty details. Compared to the TEMGO at number 1, this model is a bit more streamlined and affordable because it doesn't have a touchscreen or internal heating, but it still includes a buzzer alarm for troubleshooting, which is a very rare and helpful feature. It's incredibly efficient, weighing about 60 pounds, which is a fraction of the weight of the AGM batteries it replaces. For serious off-grid dwellers or home backup systems, this is the anchor you need. It supports expansion up to a massive 61.4 kilowatt hours, which is enough to power a whole house. Are you planning a full-time off-grid build, or just looking for a reliable backup for emergencies? Let me know your plans in the comments. On number 1. Finally, at number 1, we have the undisputed king, the TEMGO 12-volt 300 ampere-hour self-heating battery. This isn't just a battery, it's a smart energy management system. What puts this at the top of the list is the smart touchscreen on the top of the casing. Unlike the EcoWorthy, which has LEDs, or the GOLDENMATE, which has a small LCD, the TEMGO lets you physically interact with the screen to check individual cell voltages and BMS status without even touching your phone. But the real game changer here is the integrated self-heating function. Most lithium batteries are useless in the winter because you can't charge them below freezing. But the TEMGO automatically warms itself up so you can keep charging even in a blizzard. It packs a 200 amp BMS and 3,840 watt hours of energy, making it just as powerful as our number 2 pick, but far more capable in extreme climates. When you compare it to every other battery on this list, it's the only one that truly solves the cold weather problem while providing the most interactive user experience. It's a bit of a beast at 65 pounds and over 20 inches long, but for the tech-savvy RVer or the off-gridder in a cold climate, there is simply no better option in 2026. It eliminates battery anxiety by giving you every piece of data you could possibly want right at your fingertips. What do you think? Is the touchscreen a must-have feature for your next build? I'm leaning towards yes. Thank you so much for hanging out and talking shop with me today. Finding the right battery can feel like a maze, but hopefully this comparison helped you find the perfect match for your solar setup. If you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, leave a comment about which battery you're leaning towards, and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into the best gear for 2026. All the links are in the description below if you want to grab one of these for yourself. Stay powered up, and I'll see you in the next one.